wish to acknowledge and appreciate the fact that our press conference held on the 9th of October 2021 reached the intended persons and organizations, Iebc to be particular, that culminated to stakeholders meeting where a number of issues that were raised were discussed and possible remedies to our challenges as persons with disability were given. We await implementations of the same. It is in this regard that we wish again to address the various stakeholders and duty bearers in the elections processes, because one, we believe that accommodation of persons with disability in all the electoral processes is a right legally protected by the legal tools in Kenya. So this is not a favor, but a right to all of us. So being aware of the fact that the elections in this country are undertaken by a host of government agencies, we hereby give our irreducible recommendations to the agencies that shall enable persons with disability and aspirants in the forthcoming elections be accommodated properly. To the registrar of political parties, we hereby request your institution to give irreducible minimums to political parties as follows. 1, give clear nomination rules for persons with disability in their party structures. Also demand that prioritization of persons with disability in the party list be considered. And finally, a clear stipulation of nomination fees and possibly waivers of the same to aspirants with disability.
We demand that Iebc, together with the Ministry of Interior, provide affirmative action in terms of security during election process. We are all aware of how volatile our election processes can be, and recently we had our minister, Mr. Fred Matiang'i, promising that they would provide special security services for women. We are demanding that we be included in the process as persons with disability, given that we are vulnerable among the vulnerables.
Come January 2022, there shall be an enhanced voter registration exercise. Can we have all that was achieved in the previous enhanced voter registration in January 2022? And this should include voter education, which is inclusive, 2, access voter registration and clear desegregation of data of registered persons with disabilities. Iebc will not accept lists of from political parties that do not have persons with disabilities, as is stipulated by Political Parties Act and the Constitution. We are here as the Disability Fraternity. We want to be included in the electoral process, and we are calling out to Mr. Chebukati, being the chair of Iebc. We are aware that within your desk, sir, we don't have any person's disability, and when matters come to decision making, we feel excluded. Can we see this? Because we had talked about it in August. Can we see one of us sitting there to give our issues? Because let us be educated well on how to conduct ourselves as disabilities when come August 2022.
And we are making an appeal to the Ministry of Public Service, Senior Citizen and Special Programs to ensure that inclusion of persons with disabilities in the employment process in all the electoral processes is enabled, and to compel Iebc, Communication Authority of Kenya, and other state organs to ensure persons with disabilities become active citizens in this process. Tungependa kutoa wito kwa Waziri Margaret Kobia, Mheshimiwa, na wizara yake rasmi waweke mikakati rasmi ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba shirika la Iebc, shirika la Communication Authority of Kenya, limeweza kutenga nafasi za kazi kwa watu walio na ulemavu katika nyanja tofauti tofauti, katika hasa huu wakati endea uchaguzi, angalia masuala ya viti tengwa. Tunasema ya kwamba katika ile OPP, afisi hiyo iwe na zile sheria ambazo zitaweza kuweka walemavu katika mambo, kwanza kabisa katika hiyo mambo ya nomination rules, ndiposa walemavu wapate kuwezeshwa.